you think of like, I'm going to create a cozy environment.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Wait,
why.
can you restate this?
Get ready. It's time. Christina, Catherine, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Catherine.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren,
And we're Cimorelli.
Welcome back to
The Cimorelli podcast.
La 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 la.
Hey guys, that was our festive opening because, as you can tell by our garb, today is a festive episode. We're going to talk about something near and dear to my heart, aka, how to get out of your holiday flop era. Because let's be real here. We've all been there. And we all hate it.
And we've all regretted it.
Yes! Don't let the holidays pass you by. Because there's only time and what you choose to do with it.
My last my last 4 years were my holiday flop era.
You know what?
Well,
that's okay.
Turn
I
it
relate to
around
that.
today.
You can turn it around today.
So if all of our tips really work, I'm going to find out
Yeah.
this year because I'm determined to not have another one.
Oh, yeah.
So welcome everyone. We're going to start with our highs and lows of the week.
Amen.
Okay.
I was trying to think of what my week was. Ooh. My high was I had a lot of time to watch Hallmark movies this week. And that never happened. So I
Wait, like Christmas movies?
I was
How many did you
watching-
watch?
maybe like 6, 7. I don't
Wait,
know.
were they Christmas movies or just general movies?
Christmas Hallmark.
Love it.
It was
Love
great.
It. Amy's
I love
in the
my
spirit
Hallmark
already. She's
people.
ready for the episode.
Okay.
Guys, I saw a meme that was like Yellowstone is just a Hallmark movie for men. And I was like,
I don't know enough about it.
could be.
Wait, the TV show?
Yes!
No, it's not.
Anyway. No, it's like the men's version of a Hallmark
horrifying.
movie. Yeah.
It's very violent and
A
scary.
men's
and-
version of a Hallmark movie would
Yeah,
be
it's
horrifying.
like made for men.
It's horror.
Like Hallmark
Yeah,
is made
I
for
love
women.
horror.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Merry
we love
Christmas.
Hallmark. We
Happy
stand,
New
we
Year.
live, we laugh, we love.
What was your low?
My low was one night I was sad. And I woke up
Amy,
at
we're
1:30.
not trying to do-
No,
We're not
no.
trying to do these lows.
I'm not going to tell you why I'm sad. You don't need to know. But
Can you give us an idea?
this is the details. I was going into the details.
Was it a person?
I woke up.
place or thing?
It was a noun. Anyway,
Okay, it was
so
a
I
noun.
woke up at 1:30 after going to bed at like 11, and then I stayed up till about 5, and then went to bed and slept till about 8.
Ooh.
So I was
you
just
were
like,
sad?
You were up for 4
yes,
hours.
I was in my
From a noun?
yes, I was in my nighttime anxiety, insomnia, depression, sadness.
Ooh.
And I knew from the very moment my eyes clicked open, I should have tore out the journal, but I didn't have the will until about 3 hours later.
Mm.
And then I thought, oh no, it's 5 a.m. The sun is fast approaching. I need to start journaling.
Ooh.
And then I did, and then I fell back asleep.
Okay.
So
Did you
were
not
right.
fall asleep until 5?
No.
Wow.
Like, I was asleep from like 10:30 to 1:30 too.
Okay, so you had like a little stretch.
Yeah, I had like 2
That's a
hours,
lot,
3
though.
hours, or 2.5. And then I slept from like 5 to like 8:30.
Okay.
So it was like fine. But it was like, ooh, that was close. one.
Intermission.
Yeah. That happened to me the night before we filmed. Kills me just the same. I woke up at 11 and I was up till 5.
Ooh.
And then I fell back asleep till 10 or 11.
Because you're stressed?
Yes.
Not
Because
as
I was
bad.
like, I had to sit in the shower with food coloring
Oh
and
my
cake.
gosh, Amy.
And I didn't realize that's why I was so stressed, but I was so stressed. But I read like 2 books. I was like,
because you had to do the shower?
I think that's why. I don't know. It was intense, but it was fine. So yeah, it was a lot. But yeah, that's not like the funnest experience to go through. But just know that if that happens to you, which I know it does, rip out the old journal. Right, like the wind bullseye. And then you too will fall back asleep.
Okay, so my low is like Amy's insomnia. Actually, not insomnia at all. I like sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation. No, I could sleep, but
Because
I
that's
didn't.
different.
Yeah. No,
I
it
just
wasn't
watched
insomnia.
this whole TikTok about like a pathological liar she was giving.
Okay, no. I meant sleep
What if
deprivation.
we all were pathological liars and we weren't sisters and we just lied to the whole world?
Then why do Laura and I have
We were-
identical eyes?
Whoa.
Doppelgangers. That happened.
Do you guys have you seen that TikTok we made that we have literally identical eyes?
Oh, that was lit.
It's true. Okay, anyway.
I think the fact that she used the wrong word is a sign of a sleep deprivation.
Yeah.
It's proof that she's not pathological.
So,
lying.
I'm trying not to be vague. Okay, so there were a myriad of reasons. Some days I just, okay, I don't need to go into all details, but a big reason was, there was like 3 reasons probably, but a big one was my children. Barrett is in this interesting time. You know, everyone like wakes up in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he wakes up and then he just like says something, but then he like wants me to come, or he's like, Mommy, do I have to wait until the light turns yellow? Mommy, do I have to wait? Which is what he has to do in the morning. But he'll wake up at like 3 and 10. I'm like,
Oh my
yes,
God.
Barrett, on the monitor. Or the other day he like cried, but then it was a fake cry because when I got up there, he stopped crying and he went, I just wanted to get some cuddles.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was really cute, but I was so tired. So
That's precious.
That is so sad.
But he
It's
keeps, like-
you don't have to cry.
Yeah.
You could just ask.
You just
And
say,
then-
hey, Mom, I need a hug.
Tristan just like yells randomly in the middle of the night. Right now, I don't know why, but then she doesn't like need me to do anything. She
So
just
you're
yells.
just being assaulted by all angles.
Yeah, I'm like,
Children.
what is going on? I don't
Well, and them being sick recently too. That probably didn't help with like.
Okay, so that was my low.
Yikes.
Sleep deprivation. My high was Nick is not in his holiday flop era.
Ooh.
And he was just like grabbing all the Christmas trees. We have like 2 like decorative trees that are like thin ones, not like
Yeah.
normal ones. And then we have like a normal one, or as Barrett says, a
normal?
normal one. And then he put all these lights on outside at like 7 p.m. He was like putting all these lights up.
You guys have Christmas lights up?
Yeah.
I wanna
Isn't that
see.
weird? Not that many, Kath. He
jealous.
said it's not that good.
I aspire to have one Christmas light up. Honestly,
Kind of, it's one bulb.
Max and I have
outside.
never put up Christmas lights. We've always aspired to. We should never do.
Yeah, I haven't even actually looked at ours yet in the
my
dark.
gosh.
But Nick was like, oh, it's not that good. Because it wasn't that much.
My neighbor
Love the
told me you can do
drama.
command hooks to hang them up, and I was like, okay, it makes it way better.
That makes a lot
I
of
don't
sense.
know
And you can
anything
just
about
leave them
hanging
up.
them.
Yeah.
And they're actually really subtle. Like you don't really see them.
Just,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Just do
Nick's
command
just
hooks.
a perfectionist. Nick and I was thinking about it. We're like, when I sent to our sister group this like stereotypical marriage TikTok, right? And it had like 500,000 likes or something, and everyone was commenting like, "Oh my gosh, are you like inside my marriage?" or something weird, like stuff like that, right? So they're like, "Oh my gosh, so relatable." And I sent it. I was like, "How come we don't relate to any of these things?" And then I was thinking, because Nick and I are both like business executives. That's literally what we are. We're like, did you do this? Yes, this, yes. Strategy for this, blah, 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 whatever. It's like 2 business executives. That's what it
Okay.
is. That's the dynamic that we have. And we're like, oh, this didn't work. Oh, it's because of that. We should have done that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know.
You're
It's
like troubleshooting.
yeah, that's all we're doing all day. So it's like business executives.
I
That's
love
what we
that
are.
for you.
Whatever that other dynamic was kind of interesting. It was like, apparently wives all the time, they wait until their husband comes to bed and then they ask them to get them water. Apparently that's like really common. Like
I've
a
never
universal
done that,
experience.
Because I always have my water bottle. I just bring it.
I would never
to
do
bed.
that. Nick would
Yeah, I
be like,
never
I
done that
don't
either.
drink water, so.
Hey,
was
drinking
all these
water
things like
out of
that.
a cup that you put on your nightstand is going to be filled with dust the next morning.
oh, the other one is,
and then taste bad.
I guess it's just women. I see this for just women in general, always want their man to want to have dessert or a treat if they want to have one.
I do not relate.
That's
to
really
that.
common.
I'm like, that's
Guys,
you.
Yeah.
that's a disordered eating behavior.
Oh,
It's
is
like it is. It's you're feeling insecure about eating a treat and you can't just own it, and you're like, I can only eat it if they eat it too, or else I feel like I'm like out of control or
It's
bad.
like a universal wife thing.
Yeah, it's. I saw this.
that makes
Anyway,
sense.
that's a whole other thing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't
I saw this video that was like, oh, the typical day in life of a girl as told by this man. And all these girls were commenting, how do you know my life? Oh my gosh. And one of the main things about it was they only drink a cup of iced coffee in the morning and they eat 1 meal a day. And they were all like, oh, how did you know my 1 meal a day? Haha. Like,
I would
and I was
die.
like,
Not
this is
my
literally disordered eating. Why is this normal? Not normal.
Feed
That's
your
wild.
body, please.
Anyway, I just thought that was interesting that there were so many really specific, unique things that I did not relate to, that so many women were like, this is literally our marriage. Do you remember any of the other ones? Did you guys watch it?
It was like, I can't decide what to eat. or whatever.
never-
Okay,
Never
I
happens.
hate that when people do that in videos all the time where it's like the wife's like, I don't know what to eat. Oh, I don't know. And then they're like, oh, how pizza? And they're like, just not that.
Oh,
And it's like, but
yeah.
what? If you that's enough. It's like, just own what you want to eat.
Lisa said she does this one. Points out the bird.
Okay,
Outside.
I feel like I may have done that one.
Apparently, they always point out the birds to their
I
husband.
don't care about the bird.
I love the birds.
Never done
Never
that.
have,
think I
never will.
I point out random things, but I don't think birds.
If we get Nick to go on a family walk with us, then I'm like, let's go on a family walk. Then I'm like, oh my gosh, look at that. I don't say bird. Maybe I'll be like, look at how cozy that house is. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
they're
I
like
think-
front porch, and the Nick will be like, I'm like, hello.
I think my version of that is like almost every night when there's like a really good sunset, I'm like, oh my gosh, Max, look out the window. Wow. I'm like, oh, it's so cool. And Max is like, Like he just
Like,
doesn't. I feel like he
women
doesn't care about the
appreciate
sunset
the
as much.
beauty.
Yeah, the
But
beauty.
Kat,
Yeah.
also as someone that relates to his personality, you can appreciate the sunset without being like, wow, oh my
I
gosh.
know, I
Like when I
know.
see a great sunset, I'm like, wow.
You just appreciate it,
Oh,
But
yeah.
I feel that.
Don't
Yeah.
judge the reaction.
Yeah, I
it
do have to
doesn't
learn
mean
this.
they don't care.
Yeah, extrovert versus
Introvert.
introvert.
It's like I don't have anything to say. I'm
yeah,
like, nice.
This is literally our entire
I
marriage.
love
I'm
it.
like, hello, and he's like, I know. I responded. I'm like, you did.
I forgot to mention, Nick ordered 5 stocking holders, which I was like, what? Aren't those dangerous? And 5 custom-made stockings.
I love that.
He got one for the dog.
I was gonna
too.
say,
But
who's the
I was like,
dog,
wait,
not
when
the
he
dog?
said,
Is this a pregnancy
yeah,
announcement?
when he said 5, I was like, wait, my pregnant? You know, and I don't. And I was like, wait.
He's like, I gave you a pregnancy test.
I was so confused for a second. I'm like, wait, who's 5? Who's the 5th one? I was so confused.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, he did all that. And
Got
then,
one for Frankie.
but then I
That's
said,
so
Nick,
cute.
aren't those dangerous? Because you can like pull them and like the kids can like pull them and like hit them in the head. And he's like, I will screw them into the mantle. It's like, okay. He's going to attach them to the mantle.
Okay.
So that's
I could see
what's
that.
happening.
I love this era for Nick.
Construction
I
men.
think it's great.
Okay.
Love it.
Sounds good to me.
Amen.
I don't know how that's I'm like, isn't that going to ruin it? He's like, it's ruined already. It'll have to be fixed. He's like, it was, what's that?
Oh, honey, it was ruined when she bought it. That's literally Nick.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, moving on. So I was trying to do that really fast and then ended up not doing it.
That
So,
was a tangent.
anyone else want to go?
Kath, Laura, what are you doing?
Oh, I was gonna say my highs and lows. I guess it's like pregnancy themed. I think my high is that I can feel the baby moving a lot and kicking, which is really exciting, and love it. Also, I do know the gender, guys. I just need to tell you. I already know it, but I don't know at this
We
point.
know it.
I don't know at
We
what
all
point
know
we're
it.
like revealing it. So sorry that you don't know.
Mid-
It.
You'll know
December.
soon.
Everyone keeps asking me that on Instagram, so I just want to tell you, yes, I do know, but you will know soon. Probably like not long after this comes out.
I think like a week later.
Yeah. So yeah, the baby, unnamed gender. But I would say my low is that pregnancy symptoms have definitely entered the chat. And I had a great run there from from 12 to 20 weeks. I feel like I felt like really great. And I feel pretty good still, but I think the big thing is just like I have noticed that I can't really expend as much energy and like do a bunch of stuff, or else my body just kind of starts like shutting down more. And I remember this from last time I hit this point, and I'm like, oh, I hit it this time at like 23 weeks. I think last time I hit it at like 18 weeks, so I definitely hit it later. But it was like, it's just where if I have a really busy weekend, I am like wiped out. Whereas like I feel like before I could just deal with it and be like back to the grind set. So Max and I always say, my husband and I joke about that. We say it ironically. But yeah, so anyway.
We're not serious.
Well, I'm like, I feel like that sounds so obnoxious, but like, back in the grind set. Like, we say it as a joke. But yeah, and also like my eczema flared up really bad on my hands and my eyelids again.
Oh,
This week, I thought I was having allergic.
Not eczema, but me too.
Christina, I was going to tell you, we both, well, hers is worse than mine, but actually mine's getting bad again.
For once, mine is so bad.
Yeah, I thought it was just an allergic reaction to makeup last week, but then I woke up again with it today without wearing any different makeup.
Mine's
and my
only
eyes
makeup.
were like all red and swollen. I was like, are you kidding me? So yeah,
That's
it's like
weird.
the non-pregnancy glow era, which is funny. Oh wait, no, never mind. The old oh, never mind. Wait, never mind. I just almost gave it away on accident. Never
No,
mind.
you didn't say it. You didn't
Okay,
say it.
good.
The old wives' tale.
I was gonna say it, yeah. But,
No, don't say it.
but yeah,
What are you
okay.
gonna say?
You know. So yeah, and then like just always have like heartburn and yeah, eczema, heartburn, sciatic nerve pain,
Ooh.
and just like general not being able to like live life to the fullest
General
without being
discomfort?
very tired. Yes. So yeah, it's taking a turn.
My high was okay. I've started a tradition. That's not the word. I don't know what it's called when you do something every week.
Ritual? Routine?
Yes, a ritual where every Sunday night I go to the gym with my friend at her
What?
apartment complex.
Oh, fun.
So there's no one there. Holla. Because I would never go to a
Oh.
real gym when there's people. It's my living nightmare.
Absolutely.
But there's no one there, so we just have it to ourselves. And it was just so fun
Every
because
Sunday.
yes,
That's funny.
because I was not in the mood to go, but I was like, okay, well, you know, we planned to go, so we're gonna go. And I was just like, I don't have that grit today. I was like, gotta find that grit, and I did, and it was so fun.
Aw.
But I was like, kind of being unhinged on the treadmill because, okay, this is what I realized. Most people, when you think doing the treadmill, they think like 12-3-30 or like this thing I do the whole time or whatever, where it's like put the incline and just walk like you're a prisoner. To me, that's how I feel the whole time, like at one speed. Living nightmare, horrible, boring, worst experience I've ever heard. Sorry, but I'm just not going to do that. But that's what most people do. But what I do, I'm changing up.
Intervals?
Kind of. I'm changing up the speed the whole time. I'm like,
You're
ooh,
like,
this song will go
3, 2,
faster.
4, 2,
No,
3.
literally. And I'm like, oh, I'm tired going to 2. I do 2.5. Oh, 4. And like all the like 2010 pop songs, I'm at a
Love it.
3.9 because I think that's what like 120 BPM
That's the right
is, and that's
tempo.
what all of those were.
Yeah.
But I was getting unhinged, and I started like dancing a lot, and then I tried to do like a spin. Did
you hurt
funny because
yourself?
she's like, "What's wrong with you?" and I'm like,
Wait, you spun
like
on the
facing-
treadmill. What? That sounds very dangerous.
I'm like
Yeah,
facing
what?
the window so I could see myself. It's nighttime. I see the reflection, and the whole apartment complex is like out. Like technically, if they looked in, could see me, and I'm like putting
I
on
hope
a
they did.
show for the whole.
I hope
place.
they
And
looked.
She's like, "What are you doing?" But it was just fun, and I had great energy, and I really didn't have that grit. But then I found it, and I had fun.
Nine.
I keep thinking
you.
that we should do a weekly, like morning, not night, a weekly exercise, dance exercise
Oh
class.
my gosh.
Yes, I would love
Climbing.
it.
I found the most fun salsa themed Zumba class on YouTube.
Yes, that would be
And I
fun.
did it with
What?
the twins, and it was such a blast. Oh my gosh, we should do that one. I think you guys.
Well,
would
because
love
I
it.
keep doing Grow with Joe with
I love
Barrett
Grow
and
with
Tristan will
Joe.
dance with it, and it's so fun. I'm like, oh my gosh, if we were all doing this, it would be so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dance-based classes are the best.
That's the thing for me. Any like walking or running is really more like music based. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
actually ends up being more like a performance
Exactly.
for myself
Love it.
for fun.
Yeah,
I know.
that's what it's all about.
So yeah, it was fun. My low is that last night I woke up in the middle of the night.
And you noticed
In-
your girl wasn't on your side?
No,
I'm kidding.
and I
Oh
woke
my
up
gosh.
writhing in pain
Oh.
from
What?
cramps.
Oh.
Wait, did Lisa say Krampus?
Yes.
Yes, cramps
Krampus
came for me. But
Crazy
you know
season.
what? I was proud of myself because it was like 4 a.m. And usually if that happens at that time, I just give up on life. And I'm just
What?
like, well, this sucks. But I went downstairs and got a cup of water and took Advil. And then I was actually able to go back to sleep. I don't know why.
okay.
Usually it's like I can't do that. And
Because you have
usually
10,000 stairs?
Yes,
Yes.
and usually
Yeah.
I would maybe go to my bathroom sink, but I can never do that again since Lisa told us about how there's always mold in faucets, and I'm like, I know there's mold in my bathroom sink faucet, so I can never drink from that again. So I had to go to my fridge. But I actually did it, and then I went back to sleep and
Yeah,
wasn't
for you.
writhing in pain all morning.
Good.
But
Well-
that was still my low. Yeah.
Well, guys, we let you into our weeks. There's our highs and lows.
We really went for the highs and lows.
We're going to get into all the Christmas tips for how to get out of your holiday flop era. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
But first, I have to tell you, if you want to see all the full episodes, they're only available on patreon.com/Cimorelli. It's linked in the description. You got to join, and it's only $5 a month. And there's not monthly, Monday Q&As with all of us, including Lisa sometimes, and all the old content like Lisa's Wacky Wednesdays. You guys have to see those. And so all the podcast episodes, all the past ones, past series we've done, there's just lots of cool stuff on there, I'm telling you. And there's like a monthly patron-only live stream. Tons of good stuff. Join our Patreon. Check it out. You know what's really challenging? Finding a doctor that's good, with great reviews from people, who takes your insurance,
Amen.
who's available
Amen.
soon in the next year. No, the next week, not the next year. But you know what can really, 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 really help you with that? ZocDoc. ZocDoc is a free app where you can find amazing doctors and book appointments online. This is literally something that every single person needs. So listen up if you want to make your life way easier. You can book appointments online with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for the ones who take your insurance and are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for. These doctors all have verified reviews from real patients, not bots. So next time you're looking for a doctor, which don't we all need this at least once a year, ZocDoc, the free app, ZocDoc, is going to help you out. You're going to find exactly what you're looking for, someone who's actually good and someone who's available and takes your insurance. Go to ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. The average wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc, guess what it is? Just guess. Between 24 and 72 hours.
Ooh,
I said
amazing.
hours, not days.
Amazing.
That's it. You can even get same-day appointments. That's ZocDoc.com/Cimorelli. 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 So guys, we all love eating, right? We all love it.
I do.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you eat to live or live to eat?
Live to
Live to eat.
So, you know what? Sometimes planning meals is really stressful.
Yes.
And you know what helps that a lot? Green Chef.
Ooh, king.
It is a CCOF certified meal kit company. They make eating well easy with plans to fit every lifestyle. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to sign up, put your information in, get your meals, blah, blah, blah. They come to your door in a nice green, beautiful green cardboard
Gorgeous.
box. Literally some of the best meals, I'm not exaggerating, some of the best meals I have ever eaten.
No
Yes.
same.
Because they use, here's the reason why. They use ingredients that you wouldn't normally use. Like random little things that add into your dish that you wouldn't normally think. It's like, oh, you're making pasta sauce, pasta, done. Nope, that's not what they do. I had maybe second best, because we've been to Italy, okay? So second best pasta of my life was one of my Green Chef meals. It was amazing. Amazing.
that.
So what I like is they take all the stress out of like planning, shopping, measuring, one of my least favorite things. All of that, it's pre-measured. So you just open it up, follow the instructions, make your meal. And then not only that, but it's restaurant quality. Every time I make it, I'm like, this tastes like a restaurant. That's like the number one thing that I say. And there's literally a couple meals from it that I dream about. They're so good. They deliver everything you need to eat well the easy way this December. Nourish your body with chef-crafted, nutritionist approved recipes packed with great ingredients that support your healthy lifestyle and taste great. Go to greenchef.com/60Cimorelli and use the code 60Cimorelli to get 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months. This is a holiday deal, you guys. So it's 60% off plus 20% off your next 2 months, okay? So greenchef.com/60Cimorelli and use code 60Cimorelli. 60% off, 20% off your next 2 months.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. So guys, you know how Christmas is coming and we love to give gifts at the holidays. One of the best gifts that you can give is the gift of caring for yourself.
Oh,
Ain't that the
amen.
truth?
The holidays can be a stressful time. There's a lot going on. There's family dynamics, grief, all different types of things. And one of the best things you can do is take care of yourself this holiday season and into the new year. which is where BetterHelp comes in. We all love therapy here at this podcast. I've talked about it many times.
We do.
And BetterHelp really streamlines the process for you. They make it quick and accessible and easy. You fill out a questionnaire that really helps you narrow down what you're specifically looking for, and they match you with a therapist for your specific needs. And if you find that you don't jive well with the therapist, you can easily switch to a different one, and they make that process also easy. It's also more affordable than traditional therapy, and it's all online, so you can do it from the comfort of your own home, which is kind of nice. So it's definitely takes kind of the harder parts out of therapy and makes it a more accessible process. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. In the season of giving, give yourself what you need with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/Cimorelli today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Cimorelli.
All right, guys, how to get out of your holiday flop era. My attention span is in its holiday flop era right now. So let's be like, we have a great list for you guys of how to get out of your holiday flop era. So we were going to start by saying why you might be in a holiday flop era.
Depression.
Yeah.
First, everyone
yeah.
goes through a natural holiday flop era, which is your 20s.
Yeah.
When you get out of your parents' house, basically.
Or sometimes starting in your later teens.
And it can be your
Yeah.
later teens too. When the magic, it's like the magic kind of wears off, and like your parents are getting a little older and they're not like as excited about having their little kids so excited about Christmas. Because as I saw from TikTok, people say when you get older, you realize the magic of Christmas was your mom, your parents.
Aww.
It literally is your mom. Without them doing all the stuff that they do, whoever does the most in your family.
Sounds like Nick is the magic of Christmas
Yeah.
for your family.
So far, I gotta keep up. I'll work on it. It's okay. Anyway, I provide them with some Christmas songs. That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
And videos. Okay, that's
Love
good.
it.
I got more stuff. Okay, trust me, I got more. I try. Okay, anyway, that's not the point of this. So anyway, what I was saying was your parents are the magic, which means you could be the magic.
Yes.
So the magic returns once you have kids. I'm telling you right now, that's what happens. You get to do all these things that you would never do because first of all, you're like, I got to show my kid this. And then your kid starts begging you for it. And then you have to do it. So then you're forced. So like every day, Barrett's like, when I get the Christmas tree, when I get the Christmas tree. So it's like, okay, we have to do it. So normally you can just be like, I don't feel like doing Christmas
We
tree.
need to get our Christmas tree up.
I'm 25. I'm just in my apartment, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to do that. I'm telling you. So we're going to tell you how to get out of your holiday flop era. So yeah, that's probably why you're in it. Or if you're me the last 4 years, it's because you had babies in August, which means you were in your first trimester for 2 Decembers. And then you were in the 4-month sleep regression for 2 Decembers. You felt like trash every single year in December. And then you were traumatized by December because multiple Decembers in a row made you associate December with horrifying health. But anyway, that's just my
tough.
situation. So this year, I'm not in my first trimester and I'm not in the 4-month sleep regression with the 4-month-old baby. That's what that is. So I'm getting out
Amen.
of mine this year.
I love it.
So let's jump into it, guys. Number 1, decorate, including your room.
Okay, I swear this is so important. I remember one year where I put these like blue Christmas lights lining my door in my room.
Aw.
And that sticks out to me as like,
Oh.
that was such a magical Christmas time. I just put some Christmas lights lining the door and I put like 1 or 2 little things around. And like doing just a little something in your room, it really adds to the season.
I have the mental block against decorating
Do
right
it.
now that everyone has. Yeah, I don't want to do it. Like, I actually really don't want to
I know.
do it.
I don't want to do it either, and I like decorating. It's just like annoying. Like, oh, I have to go find this bin in wherever the heck.
Some people love doing it, but
I don't.
I don't want to
I
do
love
it.
having it, but not doing it.
I think it's more just the multi-step process of like, first you got to kind of cleaned up a little bit because you don't want to decorate a super messy area. And then like we literally got our Christmas decorations out and they've just been sitting upstairs for like 5 days. We haven't-
Well, that's the first step.
You did the
Yeah.
first step.
Well,
That's important.
You know what one of my problems is? Maybe this is one of your guys' problems if you're in your holiday flop era. I don't like coziness.
What?
I don't know what.
What does that mean?
Okay, you know if you think of like, I'm going to create a cozy environment?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Wait,
why.
can you restate this?
Okay,
maybe?
I'm not like, ooh, I can't wait to be cozy.
Yeah, you literally.
No,
Okay,
I want to relax.
You need to restate this because it sounds like you're saying, I want to sleep on a bed of nails. Like,
No, I want my room to be cozy. I don't know how to explain this. Or if anyone relates to what I'm saying or maybe not. So maybe it's not a good point. Okay,
Depression?
I'm trying to explain it. I want to be...
Like,
On a
I'd
cruise
say, like,
ship in the Bahamas.
I want to be doing stuff.
okay.
I don't want to be sitting
But
around.
doing stuff in a Christmassy home is
Well,
different.
then it makes you feel cozy and tired, doesn't it?
No. It makes you like, ooh, I should make a Christmas meal.
yeah. Or like,
Or
light
like
a
hot
candle.
chocolate. Or like, oh, I should watch a Christmas,
Christmas movie,
Oh,
yeah.
I
See,
should
this is my
like,
problem for the holiday flop era. That's my problem.
You
Someone
think
please comment that you know
you
what I'm talking
think
about.
if you decorate, it will make you tired and
Yes.
you won't do anything.
Yes.
I kind of can understand that.
Wait. Think about this. Okay, the last 4 years of my life, I've been battling to get out of death energy. So now I'm
Yes.
like, I want everything around me that brings me energy. When you think of the holiday season, you don't think of
Energy.
You
I
think more
do.
of like sitting on your couch and eating something Christmassy and like
Okay.
watching with a fire, like watching a movie.
I mean,
right?
that is
You-
true.
What else
that's
do you do?
fine.
Well, but
But
there's also the whole
I'm desperate
spiritual
for energy.
aspect
You
of
know
like,
what's like a...
Does that make sense?
I feel like,
kickboxing.
I also associate it though with just like
Zumba.
the
Maybe.
Advent season and like the spiritual aspect of it, which I feel like if you could also
Yeah.
focus on that more.
I can way more easily get into
like
that.
we have
Okay,
like a little
yeah.
nativity set, and I love putting that out because I
Yeah,
feel like that
put
really
that.
reminds you of like the true meaning. of
Maybe
Christmas,
focus
you know?
on that.
Yeah.
Some religious
Yeah.
imagery.
Yeah,
think
you
so.
love that.
Anyway, that's my own problem. Probably no one relates to, so
No.
let's move on because it's not relatable. Okay, anyway, so make your house cozy and Christmassy.
Yes.
Maybe I should just try it and just see.
Just do
Yeah.
it. Just do it, and then you could take it down if you hate it and it made you fall
Maybe,
asleep.
okay, you know what's a good word instead of cozy is festive. Because festive
Yeah,
has energy.
festive.
Festive
Love
doesn't
that.
give
Like, having your
sitting.
tree
like a
decorated.
Christmas elf.
Yes.
They seem to have energy, right?
Yes,
They have a
think
lot
of
of
that.
energy.
Okay,
And
that's
there's so many
that's the
different
vibe.
Christmas like aesthetics. Like
right?
go on
Yes,
Pinterest
Just
and
giving
look at
elf,
the,
right?
Yes.
I think I'm giving elf.
Yes.
Okay,
So just do that.
Yeah,
So
and
number
there's-
one.
you're giving Mrs. Claus.
Yeah.
Well,
You're
Mrs.
giving.
Claus.
Think of what you're giving.
Not really giving.
And he's giving
Elf.
Santa.
Yes. She's number one enemy.
Lauren's giving
Mama.
Santa.
Well, giving
I like
Mama.
that. I relate to
Mama
that.
Claus.
She's sitting there reading the list.
Yeah, I'm like-
Yeah, Lauren's
Bad.
going naughty, naughty. Yeah, that's what you're giving. Amy's giving number one elf,
Yeah.
helping Santa with everything.
Well, we got
Okay,
the whole
Yeah,
anyway,
I could
That
see
was
that.
a great
Moving on from that,
compliment.
next.
Thank you.
Yes, we got an elf. We got Mrs. Claus. We got Santa.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, I just had to say that. Okay,
after
keep going.
you
Sorry.
decorate,
Focus,
what do we
focus.
do
So
next?
what's the
All right.
next thing on the list?
Oh, I thought Kath was saying something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
you
I
were.
was
Then
just
I was like,
saying-
you're giving Mrs. Claus.
I was just gonna say that there's so many different Christmas aesthetics. I realized this when I was picking out
a great
decorations for the
point.
first time. Like, I love gold as like my
That's a great
main color. And I've heard tell
You've
that
heard
the
tell?
classic '90s Christmas aesthetic is coming back, like the like the colored lights and like the like
Yes.
kind of cheesy-ish like ornaments and stuff. Apparently, it's coming back around. Also, I was gonna say there's like the blue and silver Christmas aesthetic, maybe like a nativity scene, a star, you know,
Winter.
kind of like cold winter aesthetic. So find your aesthetic
That's
and
like
get excited
Hanukkah.
about it.
So
Yeah,
true.
that's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like you could also do like a Christmas tree that's like
But it's
blue
also
and silver.
is like, yeah, it also is like,
like
winter.
sparkly. I love a lot of sparkle. That's my Christmas aesthetic. It's like glitter, basically.
Yeah, what's mine? Don't tell me right now. We'll talk about it later. Okay. What's my Christmas aesthetic? That's what we need to
I
figure
don't
out.
know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Someone needs to help me.
We'll help you.
Help me. Help. Okay, focus. Okay. So moving on from that, make your own Christmas playlist and make sure you put us on it.
Yes,
Yes.
because, okay, I don't know if everyone does this, but it's like, I don't want to just listen to Christmas music. I want to listen to ones that I like.
Curated.
So make your own playlist of ones that you actually like, so you actually want to listen.
Yeah,
And
to
that'll
it.
get you real into the vibe.
Yeah, and this is my tip for you. Make 2 playlists because you're going to have 2 moods. You're going to have a festive, upbeat, driving around looking at Christmas lights, like getting excited vibe. And then you're going to have this, I call it chill Christmas, where you're like wrapping presents.
Yeah, it's like nighttime.
Or you're like baking and you're just in your house, like
Vibey.
kind of cozy Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's another vibe. So make
Guys.
2 playlists. I always have 2.
Don't look
What?
at me like that. I think I'm the Grinch.
Yes, you are.
I think I'm the Grinch.
In what sense?
Maybe you're just
I
traumatized.
think my first trimesters ruined it for me.
Yeah,
And-
I
well,
was
no,
gonna say.
and the sleep deprivation, because now when I think of most Christmas things, I'm like,
Because you're thinking
I'm like
of,
Christmas lights. Why don't I look at those? I used to love. Look, I used to be very. Can you
Yes.
back me up? Anyone?
Festive.
Yeah.
Was I
you
very
were
festive or
holiday
was I very-
cheermeister.
Okay. And now I'm like, ugh. But I think it was just
No,
the last 4 to 6.
I think it's giving PTSD.
It's bad memories, but don't think of
I'd be
those.
like, oh, I'm gonna throw up.
No, you're not going to throw
But
up.
I'm not
You're
right
You're
now.
gonna throw up
I'm
unless
not.
you got the stomach flu again.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Do a switch. A
Okay, I need to
mind
get out of my
switch.
Grinch.
Do a
era.
princess switch, okay?
Okay.
And you know what
See
the
what you
Grinch
did
did? Exactly that. So maybe you are the
That's
Grinch
so
and you're
true.
going to switch.
Holiday
Maybe your heart
cheermeister.
needs to grow 3 sizes.
It does.
So right. Okay. Okay. So say yes to festive things, even if you think you don't have energy.
Oh! Yes, because that's the thing is like, for me, that's the biggest thing for me is like, I'm so tired. I don't want to do it. I don't want to leave my house. But I always regret it when I don't do it.
Yeah.
Always. So I think of regret and I say, wake up and get out of bed and do it. And then you
If
will
all
be
else
happy.
fails, you can phone a friend, get them to take you on like a 10-minute drive where you just look at some Christmas lights for a minute.
Yes.
And you'll feel so festive.
We did that the other night, just driving home, like, oh wait, look at this
Yeah.
one house, and it was so cute.
Yeah, and I was like, look, their multicolored lights clash with their white lights.
So this is not very common anymore, but we do this every year. Go Christmas caroling.
Yes.
Yeah, we do it, and people love it.
They love
People
it.
cry. They get so excited because people don't Christmas carol as much anymore.
Yeah, I feel like no one wants to.
Gotta
go
bring
Christmas
it
caroling.
back.
But what we also said in it was, okay, if you're like, oh, I cannot carol at random people's house, I get that. But we said, go to a nursing home and do it.
yeah.
Like, you don't have
We've done
to
this
be
many a time.
Mariah Carey. Just sing
or
Christmas
go to like
carols.
your neighbors who you know, like at your
Like
friends
some
with.
older people, because really,
Yeah, older
they
people.
really appreciate. Like, you don't realize that they literally
elderly.
cry when we sing,
They
and it's
do.
not like wow because it was so good. Even they're just like, wow, you came to my house and like
Yeah.
this tradition from my youth.
And you know what? You could also call your church if you have a church you go to and ask them, are there any people, elderly people in the community that could use a Christmas
Yeah.
boost? And
Oh,
then
you could
connect.
do any. Yeah, there's a lot of things you do when it comes to visiting the elderly, which I have to say is very important. Like a lot of elderly people are forgotten.
They're
don't start talking about this.
alone.
I'm gonna start crying
Okay,
too. I can't.
they're forgotten and alone in the holidays and for like a myriad of reasons. So you could be bringing them a meal, a random gift, I don't know, singing to them, just visiting with them. And that would be a great thing to do in the spirit of Christmas, in the holiday
and
spirit.
that will definitely give you some festive vibes and will get you
will.
out of the flop era.
Yeah, that would be really good. Okay, next one is Advent. If you have not, how do we say? If you have not like
Embraced Advent? Or?
embraced Advent before, maybe this is the year to do it. Look
Yeah,
it up.
honestly, I don't think I really have. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could share a few things. Like,
Yeah.
for people, there are maybe people that have heard about Advent, but they've never practiced it or whatever. I feel like, to me, Advent is leaning into the spiritual aspect of Christmas because the, like, not consumer, but you know what I mean? Like, the Santa presents, like, all that
Hallmark.
stuff is fun, but it's not all of Christmas. And it's so
Consumer
loud
Christmas.
that if you want to have a spiritual Christmas, you have to really be intentional. So, What I like to do is I always get an Advent Devotional and
helps
do
a
that in
lot.
the mornings. Yeah. So it's like you're setting
Helps
your
a
mindset
lot.
and the whole devotional will be, you know, you can go online and look them up. I got the Blessed Is She one this year. There's also one from the Franciscan Friars, I think, did one this year. I actually have an extra one I can give you if you need one.
I
But,
do.
Those help a lot.
Yeah.
You could probably
like,
even
just-
look it up online. There's probably Advent daily devotionals.
Yeah. And another thing that Catholics have that's really cool is we have an Advent wreath. And you get like there's 4 different candles.
Oh, I need to
and-
start that this year with the children.
Yeah, and
haven't been
we
doing
have
it by
like
myself.
every Sunday of like before Christmas, like 4 Sundays before, there's a different color candle, and they all have different meanings, and it just kind of helps you. Like you're supposed to put out your dinner table and light it every night.
It's so, as a kid, I loved
Yeah,
that.
I loved it too. It's like those
I
simple
really loved it as a
things.
kid.
But I feel like it's just the consumer stuff is fun. I love it too, but it's never gonna fill your heart.
This is the depth.
And this is and also
depth.
too, I feel like stuff like singing for old people and stuff like that's a true like work of
It's like
mercy type of
love.
thing, charitable.
Charity.
And that is what's really
Charity
gonna bring
means,
you
by the way,
into
charity-
the Christmas spirit.
Charity means
Love,
love.
I think.
Not charity
Yeah.
like giving to whatever. I mean charity
The
like means love.
virtue,
The
of
virtue of
charity.
That's what
Yeah.
that's what I meant when I said that. I don't want people to take that the wrong way. There's also Advent music.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
come on,
Matt
come
Maher.
Emmanuel.
Maher.
Yeah, he has a great
an Advent album, and it's really
Ooh.
good. There's some Christmas songs you would think of as Christmas song are actually Advent ones. I think like Okomoko Emmanuel or something is like
Yes.
an Advent
Yeah.
song. So Advent is about like preparation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like preparing
Yeah, it's preparing your heart spiritually
for
the
Jesus
Lord.
coming into the world.
Yeah, and a lot of
on
times like your
Christmas?
church, like I know our church is being like Catholic and stuff, emphasize Advent a lot, and they have specific programs. Like they have like I think they have like an Advent service thing where you go and like you can do confession. They also have like the Christmas basket program where you go and like make baskets for people, families in need, and give those out at Christmas time. So I feel like churches really emphasize like service and prayer at Christmas time, which some people that sounds boring, but it actually makes Christmas so much better.
It definitely will get you out of your holiday flop era. Just focus
Yes.
on like service.
True
Okay,
meaning.
here's another thing people don't do very often, but I definitely did this more when I was younger, which is be a secret Santa basically and leave a gift at someone's door.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Oh my
nice.
gosh,
That's
you have to be
cute.
your friend. Oh, you can doorbell that you. You can't really be secret
feel like
anymore. 'Cause
you
Cause
need
ring.
to put on like a mask or something, but then it's
A
giving
Santa
like
mask. A holiday
killer
mask?
or you
vibes.
could just like text them after the fact because if they have a Zoom camera, be like, "Hey, we left you something."
Zoom
Yeah. Also, I would say like
What is it called? Ring.
another version of
Not
this
Zoom.
is you don't have to do it secretly. Like I remember one year our neighbors bought us like toffee and they just like put it at our front door like out of nowhere. It
Oh,
was
that's
so
so
nice.
nice.
So nice.
And I'm like, and that inspired me. And like a lot of years, I'll try to make cookies and like drop them off at my neighbors' houses.
that's
It's such a
fun.
simple act, but people love it.
Yes.
It's like such a fun Christmas.
That is such a good idea. Another one, Christmas baking.
Oh well, that goes into
Okay,
that. Yeah.
what's your top Christmas baking thing? Go.
Nothing. I will never.
You said
bake.
gingerbread house.
I don't bake that. I just
Wait, that's
buy
not
it
in-
and make it.
Yeah, why is that in baking section? Okay.
I
that's not
have
baking.
You
other
could bake a
people.
gingerbread
Other
house.
people bake and I decorate.
Love it.
Okay, what's my top Christmas?
Well, I will say our mom has like such a great Christmas cookie thing. She has like a gingerbread and a sugar cookie
They're
recipe.
top tier,
And they're so good. She makes them every year. She actually does them. Our little nieces, she
They're
loves
so
doing them with
good.
them. And she makes like these huge batches. There's like millions of cookies. And then we just set everything out with like, she makes homemade frosting, sprinkles, all this stuff on the
So
table.
good.
And it's like, I feel like you just can't get better than the gingerbread and the sugar. Classic. I'm
Red
trying to make a yearly tradition, which I don't know how long this is going to last with my children. Like whenever I have a new child, I have to put it on the back burner. But I did this for you guys last year where I like bake a box of different types of cookies.
Oh yeah, that
Yes,
was good.
And I'm trying,
Good.
yes, and I loved it. I had so much fun.
Please, I'm
Please, I'm
begging.
begging.
So
That
I'm
was
gonna do
so
it this year.
good.
I'm like, I don't know about next year because I'll have like, I guess the baby will be like 8 or 9 months old. But
Figure it
Oh,
out.
I'm so excited because now, when you have kids, you get to like be Santa. I don't know if any kids are listening. But people always say don't yell something out.
Yeah.
If their parents are listening
Oh,
with their
yeah,
kids
yeah,
around,
yeah.
you get to get presents ready on Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
and you're
that's
like
gonna be
up with your
fun.
husband doing all this stuff. It sounds fun.
love it.
We didn't really do that last year because Barrett was 2 and he didn't really care that much. But now he cares this year.
I
Anyway.
love it.
Oh, he's gonna be so
Next,
excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm like,
Okay.
can I come over for Christmas dinner? Sleep over at Christina's?
I don't really like to sleep
could be
over.
fun. Christmas
Her
movies.
guest room has a great mattress.
It does. Christmas movies. Make a list and watch them all and eat fun snacks.
Yeah.
I used to make a list of Christmas movies and like actually watch them every year, and then I started just watching The Grinch, and then I went into a flop. So
Personally, I don't need to watch 100 Christmas movies.
Amy can't relate.
I cannot relate.
I just need a few main good ones, like
Yeah.
The Grinch, Polar Express.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what else.
Polar
there
Express is so
but
cute,
I
like with
would-
kids watching.
Oh.
I hope everyone
That
liked
one's
it.
just so like awe-inspiring.
It's
Every
so
time I watch it, I'm
magical.
like,
I used to have a tradition where I would watch the Polar Express every year while I wrapped presents.
Yeah.
And that was really fun. I did it on like usually like Christmas, like the day before Christmas Eve when I was like going to do my like last presents of the year. And I want to do that again this year. That's my favorite Christmas movie. I love Polar Express.
Love it. Love it.
So
What's your favorite
magical.
Christmas movie?
Polar
The Grinch.
Express.
The Grinch.
It's just
The Grinch is so good too, though. I think the twins would be too scared though. I don't think I can show them.
No.
Yeah.
I just saw something
They're
that
not
said,
the
like,
Grinch, man.
Toddlers are too scared of. Or
They're not
toddlers are
the
scared of
Grinch. Oh, what about maybe the cartoon one?
Maybe
That one might
that
be
might be good.
scary.
Yeah.
Okay. So look up the holiday events in your area. There's always holiday events in your area. Okay.
Guys, I was just looking this morning, like millions. There's like Christmas tree farm events. There's Christmas tree lighting events. There's like breakfast with
Oh, yeah,
Santa.
go to Christmas tree
There's like
farm.
all these holiday markets. There's so many fun things.
I don't believe in children sitting on Santa's lap. So.
Oh, no.
I bet
Catch
Amy.
my children standing on
I'd be
the
like, you
side
can
of
stand
that.
in front of him for the picture.
Do you need to get a picture with
Would you
Santa?
do that?
I don't know. I'm
like-
Oh, here's a workaround. Make your husband dress up like Santa.
I don't know.
Wait, and Nick, okay, Nick might actually do that because he's Mr. Holiday Cheer.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah, I just was thinking about that because I was planning on getting our Christmas tree and I saw there was free pictures of Santa. I was like, oh, that could be a cute picture. And then I was like,
They would
they won't do it.
would not
I might attempt.
would have
Maybe
to
they would
sit
like
on his
stand
lap.
by him, but I don't think they would do that with a stranger.
Yeah, you
I
and Max
don't-
would have to.
Yeah, maybe Max and I could sit by Santa
I
and they could
don't
be in our
think
laps.
that getting pictures of Santa really goes with Santa lore. Like, the point of Santa is it's
North
like
Pole.
mysterious. He's in the North Pole. He like you don't
Yeah,
get a picture
that's
with
true.
him.
It doesn't
He's
go
not
with
It's
Santa.
just
like,
for the
around.
man. It's
And
just
I don't want to random
just doesn't
weird man in my
match.
picture of my children. I'm sorry.
Like, I don't need the pic.
Yeah.
Let's skip that.
Okay, so if you're like, I don't want to spend money on a bunch of Christmas events, which I get you, easy. There's so many people who put up free entertainment for you, aka Christmas lights. Okay,
Yeah.
you just
So
need to know
true.
what's in your area. Look it up on the internet. Okay, you can find
Go
it.
to one of those houses where they decorate their house and there's like a radio station with a song that
It's like
syncs to
sync
the
to
lights.
it.
Those are so fun.
Guys, if you just
Ugh,
make it
I
a
love
goal
that.
to do 2 nights this holiday season, just 2 times where you just drive around, look at lights, or you watch a movie with hot chocolate and a Christmas
Yeah.
light somewhere,
I think
you will feel like you did so much.
Yes,
even if you just
that
do
will
2 specific things.
that would definitely 2 is a good goal. I would say maybe would it be easy to be like 1 a week? To be like, this week I gotta have a festive night.
Yeah.
To pick a night
You do a Christmas movie. You go Christmas
and go,
caroling.
what am I gonna do this week for the festive night?
Yeah.
And then just pick a night. You
And if
can
you
do
can't do a night, maybe you could do a festive afternoon on the weekend.
or or day. Okay, go to Christmas tree farm. We kind of already said that. Plan one in-person shopping experience. I do this every year. That's my tradition.
Oh, interesting.
I drive down south.
Guys, I only
15
shop
minutes.
in person.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. And it just, there's something about going there and like having Christmas music on and like other
Yeah,
people are
that's why I do
shopping.
that.
Oh.
I personally
It's
do
classic.
it at 8 a.m.
Wait,
Yes,
when, do you do it like
yes.
really close to Christmas or no? Like,
Yeah, in
like
December,
before?
like mid-December. I do it at
Okay.
like 8 a.m. because no one's there yet. It's peaceful. It's amazing, and I love it. And I did this every year, even when I had morning sickness, even when I was dead.
Wow.
It's like my one thing that I did every year, even though I could have ordered everything online.
It's fun.
It's really fun, especially because
agree.
when I drive over there, I'm driving through like the little town that's like all Christmassy decorated. Like one of the streets is like really decorated for Christmas. So
Love it.
it's just fun and festive. Okay, let's see. Last tips we have are...
I gotta give shout out to my girl. She's not really I don't know her in real life, but it's my favorite podcast, Nancy Ray.
Okay, girl.
Work and Play with Nancy Ray is my favorite podcast. She talks about having a holiday schedule and basically like if you want to do certain things, you have to pick a day and plan it in, or it's just not going to happen.
It goes by so quick.
Yeah, and I realized that that's so true because every Christmas until last year, when I think that was the first time I heard her say that, I would just be like, oh yeah, I want to watch all these movies and do all these things, but I would never actually plan it. And then I would get to Christmas and be like, I didn't watch any Christmas movies. What the heck? And I would feel sad. So yeah, you have to plan it in.
I've already watched a million.
Good for you. Love it.
Okay, that's the biggest tip I would say. Make a plan. Get a Christmas. I used to do a Christmas calendar and I'd like decorate it. I used to be so festive.
Yes,
And I would
that's
make
the
those-
real
That's
you.
your destiny.
I would make those rings, the paper
Oh
rings
yeah,
that
they're
you
like
count
24
down.
days to Christmas.
And chain.
Oh, I remember
I
that.
think our babysitter taught us to
I
do that.
literally
and we,
remember
like,
you doing
did
that.
every year.
Yeah. Anyway,
So you can reclaim what's yours.
Take back the night.
I
Take
used to
back
be
your
so
power.
festive. Anyway, so make the plan, make a holiday calendar, make some plans. Let's do it, ladies.
Let's do it.
All right, let's jump into our 5 pops. 5 perspectives. What's your favorite Christmas song?
Favorite Christmas song? All Over Christmas You by Vince Vance and the Valiants.
I have no idea what
Or
you just
Cold
said.
Summer Night by Michael Bublé.
What did you just say?
All
Cold
I
December
want
night.
for Christmas is You by Vince Vaughn or something.
Who?
Vince Vance and the Valiants.
Oh, you mean
All I want for Christmas is you.
that is your favorite?
Yes, it's
Have
country.
you ever heard a better
It's
song?
good. She's
No.
a country girl.
Okay.
Cold December Night.
She's a country girl.
As well.
I mean, it's good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying. Cold December
Okay.
Night, that's one of my faves.
What's the one? Happy golden days. Have
Have
yourself
yourself
a merry little Christmas.
That's a good
That
one.
has become my favorite
The
this
Frank
year.
Sinatra one?
Yes, with those oohs in the
It's
background.
such a
I'm
good
like,
song.
Lauren, you're getting in touch
I love
with,
it.
our roots.
This is too hard.
I think, okay, I would say the one that Lauren said as like the classic one, but really the one that gets me in the spirit is Peppermint Winter by Owl City.
One
I
of my
love
favorites.
that
Amen.
song. It's so
Hallelujah.
good because Christmas Eve is my favorite day of the whole year. So I
Yeah.
love how he says Christmas Eve in it specifically. It's just magical.
Oh, you know what my
What's
favorite one
December?
is? Is it Fairies?
Yes.
Steamroller?
Yes. That's so good.
You gotta put that on with Barrett.
Barrett would love that.
Do
Okay,
your
so
weird
my-
routine.
Oh, and Wizards
My
of Winter.
tradition was I used to put that song on every Christmas Eve for the children. Okay, I would always try to make them
You put on a show every
make them
year.
have a magical
You
experience
would
every
play
year.
Jingle Bells from your room.
I
on
would
your
go.
keyboard.
I would go to the window and play like like the Jingle Bells for them to hear, which you did. I remember that.
did.
Was
Cute.
And she'd be like, I think it's reindeer on the roof.
I don't think I said
And I was like, wow.
Well,
I heard
if you didn't
them.
say that, I did.
I heard them.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, people used to do reindeer food. Remember that? They're
Yeah.
like, it's carrots with
And then you put out
with
cookies
glitter,
for Santa.
and then you like throw it out there for the rain.
No,
People used to do
That
that.
cannot be good.
Lisa's answer.
Wait, this one?
Hello, I am in the car, so sorry if this sounds weird.
every time.
Through the
Sorry if this sounds
Bluetooth or
weird.
whatever. My favorite Christmas song, gee, let me think. Just kidding. I know immediately. It's Christmas Wrapping by the Waitresses.
Okay, I knew she was gonna say
Best
that.
Christmas song of all time as far as fun party jams vibes goes. Because there's other Christmas songs that are like, oh, I'm going to take a nap to this, and they're beautiful, but it's not what I'm talking about. It is the best fun Christmas song of all time. Nothing gets me in the spirit like some Christmas wrapping. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I have to say,
That's a great song.
I've been working on our our new Carol of the Bells, which should be out by the time you see this, and it is one of my favorites. I have to say, our new Carol of the Bells
plays.
with new instrumental and more harmonies in
Aw.
it. More harmonies. It's so good. I was just listening to the track this morning, and I was like, this is so good.
I love it.
It's really, really good. Okay, I have to say, guys, if you don't have that one, you need to add it. It's our new. We have a new Carol of the Bells. I don't even know how we're going to title it because we already have a Carol of the Bells.
Carol of the Bells remastered.
No.
Remixed and remastered.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to call it.
Like orchestral?
Yeah, something like that.
like
It's
that.
really,
The
really
other
good.
one's a cappella.
Okay, let's go to Sister Spotlight, where each week a different sister has a spotlight in her. We have Get Real with Christina, Sappy Yourself with Kath, Lisa's Corner, Amy's
Rants and Raves.
Rants and Raves, Lauren's Take. And this week, the sister is ding! Me. Yay. Yay.
Can't wait.
So, Get Real with Christina. The moment where I get real with you guys, and I beg you to get real with yourself. Okay, here's my
that's
theme.
a good one.
My theme is, I feel like this is my theme every week. every time I do it. My theme is, even if you had your flop era, we're getting out of there. It's time to pick ourselves up. This is me talking to myself. Even though the last 4 times in a row wasn't good, the 5th time could be good. We got to keep that hope alive.
Find
we got
that
to pick
grit.
ourselves up. So if you're going through something in your life right now and you're just like, you know what? I'm just dragging myself through the mud all day. We're not doing that anymore, right? No more dragging ourselves through the mud. We got to stop it. And we got to figure out something else. We got to make a plan. We got to take a risk. Take a chance.
Make a
change.
Break away.
That's what we're doing. Take a risk. What risk could you take? You know what? I changed my theme. My theme is take a risk, take a chance, make a change. Okay. Take a risk. What risk could you take? Think to yourself. I'm trying to think, what risk could I take this holiday
Decorating your
season?
house.
Finding your Christmas aesthetic.
That's a risk. What risk could I take? That's a really great question. I'll have to think about. Well, I would say caroling feels kind of risky.
Okay.
We should
Right? Because you're
Okay.
like, I'm really going to knock on this person's door. Sometimes they don't like it that much. Most times they do.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't. One time, I went to this house with all these decorations, thought they were going to be really festive, and the lady was like, when we were singing, she was... One time this man opened the door and he wasn't wearing a shirt and he was like, ah! And we started singing and he went, ah! And he ran to the side off out of sight. And then he runs back, putting his shirt on, like pulling it, runs back. And then he's like trying to find all his kids and like running back. Anyway, nobody cares, but they were there, so they know it was really funny.
Love it.
We were like cracking
good
up
moment.
trying. That's one of the best moments when you're caroling. See, take a risk.
The best moment was when that lady in our old neighborhood gave us those, like, she was making these like Christmas cookies and she gave us a bunch. It was so
Well, I was gonna say the best moment is when people watching you are doing something really funny and you're trying not to crack up. Is the best moment. Anyway, so take a risk. What risk you take? Take a chance. That's kind of the same thing, isn't it?
Take a chance on Christmas.
on you or
Yes.
Christmas or whatever. Take a chance. Make a change. What change could I make? Well, lots of changes. There's so many things I didn't do. So I could be like, oh, decorate Foley. That's a change. Watch more than The Grinch. That's a change. Something else. That's a change. So
Be not afraid of cozy.
we'll figure that out some other time. Now I'm regretting saying that. But I thought someone was going to relate to me, but I feel like no one's going to relate to me.
That's okay.
No,
You're
someone
you.
probably does.
Probably
And
not.
you are special.
Okay. Anyway, so take a risk, take a chance, make a change. That's what I got to say. And
Break away.
if you're down there in the trenches, we're going to get through. We're going to
Amen.
get up. We're going to crawl through on our elbows. And we're going to make it through.
Yeah.
We are.
Amen.
That's all I
Hallelujah.
That's all I got for you guys today. All right. Thank you guys so much. Fa la 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 la. Oh, that was really.
That was not great.
Deck the halls. No. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Are these public domain? Hopefully.
Probably.
And a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Facebook and Instagram.